Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually going to have a very productive day, I think. I have a man coming over to my house this morning with a drill, and I have a list of little jobs I need him to do. So I need to move all the stuff out of his way of where I need him to go. Yeah, that's be fun. What else do I have to go on today? I need to go up and get the dog food. I need to go up to Deals, I need to get a stapler, and I need to, what else I need to do, figure out what I want to do for the rest of the week. Myself and Carl, sorry, I'm sitting on my bed because I'm trying to stay out of the way of, well, I've just actually got dressed. I've put a hair mask in my hair. At the ends had gone very dry, so I decided to stick a hair mask in and stick it up in a clip and try and keep it out of the way. Now, how long that's going to last, I don't know. But I hate the feel of it in my hair. But I should have actually put it on going to bed, shouldn't I? Would that have been better? Put it on going to bed and then wake up and wash it out instead of leaving it in all day and washing it out at night. I don't know. I'm not up on these things of what you're meant to be doing and not meant to be doing. Anyway, so that's the type of day. Myself and Carl are going to sit down. We're going to have a meeting. Ooh, fancy. No, I said to him, we need to go through the house. I need to get the house in order so I can then deep clean it and get it ready for Christmas. I know we're only in October, but look, this is me. We're talking about the queen of procrastination. So I'm giving myself a plenty enough for running to get the stuff done. So we're going to sit down. We're going to do room by room, an action plan for each room, stuff like that. I started off, this is the funniest, I started off cleaning my room. I shouldn't touch my eye with me hand. My bedroom a while ago, months ago, and then I just changed the sheets and stuff before I went down to my mum's, and I have done nothing with it since. So I need to get that done. The girls are coming up for Halloween, which I think is about a week away. So I want to just get their room a bit more organised. I don't know if Kerry's actually going to make it up. She's trying to make it up, but I don't know if she can. And she's getting very upset over it, which is sad because, yeah. Anyway, she started a job and they won't give her the time off, so, and all she wants to do is come home. I suppose because she's been told she can't go home, she really wants to come home. So I'm trying to decide what to do with that situation. What else have we got going on? So yeah, so they're sort of the two of the big things. The kitchen's okay, it's tidy, it's not organised. I need to organise the kitchen, but it's tidy. The front room I need to rearrange. My bedroom I just need to make into my bedroom. I need to move stuff all over the place. I told you this in the vlog before I went down to my mum's. I need to move stuff off radiators and stuff. We're still good, but I think we have as I said, Carl came up with a plan. He came up with an action plan, and it's sort of, he was like, look mum, we'll do things over a week. Things don't have to be done in one day. I was going, oh, okay. I'm one of these, if I get dug in, I want to get dug in. And he was like, no, because you'll only burn yourself out doing that. He says, baby steps. And he says, then at the end, you'll have accomplished so much more than trying to do it all in one go. So I was like, okay. Okay. We've also got a business I had a couple of years ago that I was sort of touching on and off. He wants to start looking into getting that back up and running. There's loads going on. Yeah, there's just loads going on. I'm trying to think if that sounds major. There's loads of stuff going on. So anyway, we're going to wait for this man to arrive. I'm not going to wait for him to arrive. I have to go down and move everything so he can have space to work when he arrives. So yeah, I better get to it in fairness. Right, let's go. Right guys, waiting for the handyman. Obviously everything had to be moved. So the house is upside down in here again. But Carl and myself said we'd tackle this later. But what the man is coming to do, there's going to be a curtain pole put up here. And I have my curtains here ready to be hung. They were going to try and sort out this blind. I'm thinking of getting a new blind. It's like €100 for a blind to buy pre-made. If I want to order them off the blind company, they're like 200 and something. So I have to figure that out because I'm not sure the width of the window. I think it's 180. But I'm not sure. We'll sort that out. So that's one of the things he's going to do. So the other things he's going to do is out my back garden. I've no floodlight, so I'm getting a floodlight put in. Mainly for the winter when the dog has to go out to do his business, so you can actually see. Now I'm Mr. T. And he's hanging Carl's television and he's putting a smoke alarm into the attic for me. I think there's not much else. How I ended up getting this handyman, well, I didn't end up getting him, that's the starters. Carl ended up getting him. Was Carl had a TV that needed to be mounted on a stud wall. Now, I've no problem mounting it on a wall with a drill or asking somebody to come in, but because it was on a stud wall and they did special nails that expand, they sort of go in and then they go and clamp onto the back of the stud wall, partition wall. So I asked down at the local shops, and as I said, I lived here for 20 odd years, then moved out, now I moved back. So the guys I know, and I would trust them if I said to them, look, I'm looking for this, do you know anybody? They tend to know, you know, that type of way. They tend to know people and they wouldn't see you wrong. That's the big thing. They would not see you wrong. So went down to the local shop, said to them, do you know a handyman? They were like, what do you need doing? So I was explaining curtain poles, TVs mounted, nothing major, but just I need a man with a drill and knows preferably what he's doing with that drill. So let me sit down on the couch beside Tony. So they were like, oh, okay, there's this man. They gave me his number and said, ring him. So I did. And I rang him at about 11 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, he'd come up to have a look to see what needed doing. So he gave, Carl wanted us. Now, Carl did say to me, you find a handyman, I'll pay to get my TV mounted, because that, he says, everything else we can probably do ourselves. So I was like, yeah, no problem. So then when your man called up yesterday, I actually think I went to school with him. I'm not too sure. But I sort of recognised him and he sort of recognised me, and we're both sort of looking at each other going, I know you, but I don't know how I know you. So anyway, so he said to me, he said, look, he said, I'm going to be honest with both of you here, talking to myself and Carl. He said, the first hour is what you pay. He said, then it's obviously additional hours after that, or half hours or whatever. But he says, I charge for an hour, even if it's only 10 minutes job. He said, I charge for an hour. So he says, if you have anything else small that needs doing within that hour, he says, these are going to pay the same price as if I came to do them. I came to just do the TV mount. So I was like, oh, okay. So we were talking and I said, what about a curtain pole and the floodlight at the back, changing the bulb out the front? I can't, the way the device is done, I don't know if it's wired in some way, but we can't get one of the lights working. He said, I'll have a look at it for you. I was like, grand. So he's got a couple of bits he's going to do for the same price as he said, the same price as if he was here just mounting the wall. So I was like, okay, mounting the wall? He wasn't mounting the wall, mounting the TV on the wall. So that's what we're doing. So I will, as I said, it's TV on wall, curtain, floodlight, light out the front, try and fix, and a, what you may call it, smoke alarm up in the attic, because that's where the girls sleep, and the smoke alarm up there is old, and I just thought, no, I'll try it out. So got one there, he's going to put that up. Then I have other jobs that need doing underneath the stairs, and the cubby hole thing all needs to be decked out with shelving and stuff like that. But as I said to him, I can't get all that done tomorrow. And he was like, no. He says, pick what you need done tomorrow that you think is going to be within the hour. He said, then when you have a few more things together, call me and I'll come up and I'll do that for you. And I said, it'll probably be between now and Christmas, you know, there'll be bits coming up. And he said, that's fine, just gather a few bits together and then I'll come up and do it. But you ever be so relieved you found someone who you know you can call on and come up and do stupid things? And it's not like we changed the tap in the sink in the kitchen. Do that ourselves. Carl broke the blind in the front room. The dog went to jump on Carl. Carl was bending down, lost his balance. So there's a rip at the end of my tire. Tire. Ugh, blind. So I said to Carl, I said, why don't we get a dowel, like a thin dowel, put it in, and we'll glue it and roll it to the blind, so because the blind doesn't go up or down, I just close my curtains. So Carl's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we're going to try that. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do ourselves. As I said, big things with drills scare me, especially on a stud wall. But as I said, this man's just, he's willing to come up and do it. And so far the price he's quoted isn't too bad. So for, as I said, the first hour. So we'll see. We will see. He doesn't do building work. So if you want anything built, he doesn't do. If you want paint, and he said, I'll do a little bit of paint. He said, I'm not a great painter. But Carla myself can do all that. If that's what the route we decide to go down in the rooms. Like the sitting room I'm sitting in here, okay, it needs clearing out all this stuff behind me. Here, where's it gone? Here, all this stuff behind me here. And moving around. But Carla myself can do that. Do you know, like, so we're literally, we said what we're going to do is we're going to do it room by room, week by week, and just take our time. And as Carl said, there's no point getting over bothered by it. There's no point getting stressed about it. He says we'll just do it when we can. The rugby is on this weekend again, so we'll be stopping for that. But I would like to get some stuff done where I can go, yeah, I'm making even if it's small things, but just to try and get rid of that overwhelmed. Like I walk into my kitchen now, I don't even know where to start. So when your man goes, I said to Carl, he says, we'll come down. He said, we'll do it together. He said, we'll pick where we're putting places. And he said, we'll just work our way through it. He says, have our lunch. He says, Ma'am, he says, I know you're stressed about it and you had a lot going on. That's why you're so stressed about it. But he says, let's just take it step by step. So I was like, okay. And I think because I'd built it up, I was going to finish all these trips and run around after these kids and my mum and whatever. And I was just going to go in, boot through the house. No, I'm not. So Carl was like, you record what you record, edit what you need to edit. And in between, he says, we're not going to stress over, we're not going to do 12 hours cleaning. He said, that's not us. He said, we'll do a couple of hours. He said, we'll just keep plucking away at it. I said, okay. So he says, each room, each week, one room a week. That's what we'll aim to do. I said, right, okay. I said, well, we've only got 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms, 5 weeks. That takes us up then just in time for Christmas to start decorating for Christmas. I am excited about Christmas. I'm excited because I want to have everybody home. And talking to Carl, I said to him, I said, is that what you want to do for Christmas this year? Like, since it's our first year back in the house, like, he hasn't lived in this house since 2009. And he was like, I'd like a big Christmas. And I said, what do you mean by big Christmas? He said his childhood memories of Christmas, especially in this house, where it's just food, the smell of cooking, the excitement, all that. And I was like, okay, we can do that. So he's actually cooking this Christmas. Him and myself are going to cook. I don't know if the girls are going to bake. I am going to do a bit of baking. I want to do a bit of baking as in cakes and stuff. I'd say the girls when they come up, but they're not coming up till the night before Christmas Eve. So I said to Carl, that's a bit of a, sorry, just moved my hand sore. I said, that's a bit of a, they're not coming up to Christmas Eve. And he said, yeah, but he said, as a surprise for them, he says, we'll do stuff and have it ready for them. I said, okay. So he's really, he actually is excited for Christmas. And I'm a Christmas person anyway. I love Christmas. And we were talking about where we're putting Christmas trees and where we're going to do this and where we're going. Between the two of us, I think we just made each other more excited than anything. But yeah, right, I'm going to go. The handyman has just arrived and I've waffled here for 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Right, I'll talk to you when he's gone. All right, guys. So these are the curtains the handyman hung. So there. So they come down just below the window but above the radiator. We did move the stuff back. We got a lot of it tidied. It's not perfect, but I'm not doing too much here because I need to move all these, figure out where everything's going. It was just to get it cleared again. So taking down my curtains, I'm going to go in there and alter them. It's going to take them up, but so much light in here, absolutely gorgeous. So he also hung the put up the smoke detector, hung Carl's TV, fixed the light out the front of the house. He had to chase wires because there was a break in the cable there. He did that. Put up my post box. I can't remember. He did everything bar the outside light at the back because it was raining when he arrived yesterday. And he says, look, I'm not going up and drilling through with the rain. He says, but I'll come back when I do them. So he only charged for doing all that now, drilling, putting Carl's things on the wall, his TV on the wall, fixing the light at the front, hanging my post box, putting up the smoke alarm and doing my curtains here in the background. He only charged me €50. So I'd recommend them to anybody in the Tala, Clondalkin, around this area. I'd highly recommend them. I have a few more odd jobs I know I'm going to have to get done before Christmas. And I said to him, look, any chance you could come back sort of towards the end of the month, and maybe the end of November, because I'll have a few more bits. And he said, get them all up together. And he says, we'll power through them then for Christmas. So I was chuffed with myself, absolutely chuffed with myself. So it's a nice weight off my mind knowing that I've someone there I can call on, you know, to do stupid stuff like painting and stuff like that. Me and Carol can do all that. Me and Carol can do. It's the things like changing, hanging, drilling stuff, hanging curtains that I need, hanging blinds, things like that I need someone with a drill and who's proficient with their drill to do. So yeah, weight off the mind. Happy even Carl was chuffed with him. He was so professional, so quick, so good, you know. So he's chuffed, which I'm not the only one, so which makes it better. Right, we've got a curtain pole to hang up above. I don't know why I'm showing this because he's not pointing that direction, above the door. I've got a black one, the same to match the one that's over there, but that just slides in. There's actually grippy things to put it into. So that's our next job for today. Alright guys, continuing on with our productive day, I'm actually heading up to Deals. I need to get a, sorry, is it gone on there? I have to find a way of tightening this. I need to get a stapler because I was doing out paperwork the other day and I'd no stapler. I'd only paper clips, and I don't really want to be using up all my paper clips. So I'm going to go buy a stapler in Deals. I'm also going to go and get dog food for the dog. The one I'm mixing in with the one I got in Asda. He seems to like that combination and he eats every screed of it. So happy out. What else am I doing? That's really it. I am then going to go home and cook dinner probably. What else do you do? Cook dinner. Right, so that's what we're going to do. Right guys, so just out of Deals. So I rang Carl, as you do, and I was saying to him, you know, what you fancy for dinner? So he was like, I don't know. He says, there's not much in, and there isn't much in fairness, so I'm going to go and do a done shop. I think it's going to be quite big. We've no meat in at all. So, yeah. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop the dog's food home, and I'm going to drop the stapler in, all that malarkey, and then I'll go out and do my food shop in Dunnes. That's what we're going to do and get ourselves set up for the weekend. Nicely set up. I said I took the week off social media and I was reading a book. I listened to, I think, 2 audiobooks as well. I actually enjoyed it. It's a long time since I've actually just had total downtime. So I'm eager to get back now and start getting dug into my house. We've come up with a plan, we know what we're doing, so I'm happy with that. We're probably going to do a room a week. I'm not sure, but I'm going to start. The kids are up in a week to me for their Halloween break or their whatever, end of semester 1. Excuse me, whatever break that is, midterm. I'm not sure. I don't know what they call them in college. But I want to get their room ready because, in fairness, they've been moving in and out and up and down and around the country all summer, and so they haven't really got time to dig into their room. So I think I'm going to do that. And then after that I'm going to do my room, because their room, once it's done, that's it, done. My room, it's actually getting worse, because as we move stuff around for the handyman, it was like, yeah, put it up in my room, yeah, put all the folded washing that's there, just put it up in my room and I'll sort it out. Yeah, I actually need to get around to sorting it out. So yeah, I think that's going to be in the next couple of weeks, maybe. That's what you're going to be getting. We will see, but I'm actually eager to get dug in now and I feel rested for it, which is nice. Right, gonna go home. Alright guys, so I am home from Deals and the pet store, and I just grabbed myself a cup of tea, actually in quite a big mug, because I thought, well, if I'm going to have to do a food shop, Gotta get that tea into me. I was going to have a coffee, but I didn't want to get the shakes halfway through or have a caffeine crash. So I just thought I would show you what I got in deals. The first thing I got in deals is a total surprise, was totally out of the blue, and I actually could have stood in deals and done a dance. But I didn't. I controlled myself. You'll be pleased to know I actually controlled myself. So the thing I got in deals, they're just novelty things. But a couple of months ago when we were moving house, I had a salt and pepper shaker. Right, very standard. It was, now mind you, they were in two little turtles and their little necks interlocked. And I got them in Florida. But the long and the short of it is, in the move, one of them smashed. And it was very sad. And it made us all very sad because I had hunted in Florida to find a salt and pepper shaker. And I refuse to pay €20 for a salt and pepper shaker. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there was some of them to be gorgeous, but I don't need it to be a designer. I don't need it to be from a well-known pottery house or a well-known china house. I just need it to be a novelty, fun salt and pepper. So since, I suppose maybe March, it could be even earlier, February maybe, March I'd say. Let's go with March. I have been on the hunt for a salt and pepper shaker. I have my mother's heart broken looking for a salt and pepper shaker because I just thought them cute. And she was like, right, okay. And I was doing, keep an eye out in the second-hand store that she works in. I was like, please, just keep an eye out. If salt and pepper come in, will you grab it up for me? You know, she was like, right, okay, fine. So she did. She got me salt and pepper, which is these lads. Absolutely lovely. Now, I have to say, they go with everything. They have a flat side on them so they can sit into each other. They're lovely. They weren't exactly what I was looking for, but I had no salt and pepper shaker, and I hate putting, do you know, like this on the table or the big tub of salt. It's just nice to have them in little salt and pepper. I don't know, I'm weird that way, okay? Same way if I'm serving cream with coffee, I like to be able to put it into a little cream jug. Just little quirks. Milk I don't mind, funny enough, plopping the carton on the table, but cream I like to put into it. Anyway, look, we all have our oddities. They're my oddities. So these were the salt and pepper shaker she got me. Absolutely lovely, white with a navy or a black bottom on them there. Go with everything. Absolutely gorgeous. They are, yeah, they're designer. They're from a wait, no, what am I trying to do with them? They are from Ainsley, fine bone china. Absolutely gorgeous. As I said, I wanted a novelty ones, but they would do all year. Go with everything. Up on the table, look absolutely pretty. Yeah. So, walked into deals today. I'm just floating around as you do. I mean, I was in there to get a stapler. Got my stapler in mind. In there to get a stapler, but I decided to walk up and down every aisle in the shop because I could. So let me start with stapler. Got my stapler. Look, lovely, purple, cute. Okay, that's all I can say about a stapler. So I got my stapler. So then I happened to walk down the Halloween aisle. Now, I've told people I don't like Halloween. I don't particularly like Halloween Eve when people call to the door in masks, and I find it a bit freaky when the adults are dressing up and going door to door. Now, I know they're usually going door to door with their children, but a grown-ass man standing with a Freddy Krueger mask on freaks the crap out of me. I love seeing the little kids, absolutely adore seeing the little kids coming up dressed as their witches and their pumpkins, and I think that is the cutest thing ever. But see, when it starts getting to tall people, like, I know they're probably older children, not even older children, they're probably teens or adults walking with children. Don't put a mask on. Please don't put, it freaks the crap out of me. That's why I don't like Halloween. I don't like all the fireworks, and I don't like the fact that big bonfires are done near houses. Just freaks me out. But I like the autumn season. I love the season of Halloween. I love the cold, crisp nights, the smell of the fires. There's just, and you're gearing up. It's a real, to me, that signals the run into Christmas, because I love Christmas. Anyway, that's over. So I was walking down the Halloween aisle, and I just out of the corner of my eye spotted this. That can't be. Surely not. Salt and pepper shakers. Now I think they were $2.50. I'm sorry I didn't find them back in the beginning of October. I would have put them out in the beginning. Wait, I showed them to you. I think they're cute. Now, they'd be out for October, November, December. So they wouldn't be out for December. December, then we... Now I'm on the hunt. I want Christmas ones. Anyway, we'll get there. So, these are... I just think they're the cutest things ever. Are they not so cute? So there's him. He has 2 holes on him. I don't know if he's meant to be pepper. And salt is 1 hole. Or is it salt has more holes than pepper? Oh bloody hate, I don't know now. Like, because even with the... could do a whole vlog on just salt and pepper. Because even on these lads, one of them has... Can I get that in there? One of them has 3 holes and one of them has 1. So is the 1 hole this lad, is that salt? And this is pepper? Or does salt have more holes than pepper? Now there's a bloody conundrum for you. Anyway, this lad, he is just a lovely chocolatey, orangey, he's actually an orangey brown. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So they cut that one. And then the other one has 3 holes, so see, has more holes. This one only has 2. So someone will have to tell me which is salt and which is pepper. White, would that be salt and brown pepper for black pepper? Would they be that clever to actually colour code them? I'm beginning to think I lived under my rock my whole life, because I don't know which one's meant to have more holes than the other one. Anyway, they're the 2 lads, but I think they're only $2.50. Can't find my receipt anywhere, I did look. But aren't they gorgeous? So I got my little autumnal salt and pepper. So I'm on the hunt now for a, what do you call it? Santa one, or Santa themed. Don't particularly want Santa sitting on my table, but like a Christmassy type themed one. So I'm going to put them there. And as I said, I got my stapler. So I got everything I went in for and a bit more. And then for anyone who's curious about Tony, because Tony the dog, I'm feeding, the feed I give him is, I got him the Asda own brand rolls. You would have seen them in my haul. He doesn't particularly like them on his own, and I'm sort of keeping him between the 2 meats. And the other one I use for him is this. It's Premier Meaty. Now it's 80, I read this, that's an 800 gram tin. There was something in here that it said, maybe it says it on the front, for the meat lovers. 71%, oh no, hang on, maybe that's not it. It's written in German. I'm not very good at my German. English meat. So it's 71% meat. Now I compared that to the other tins and stuff that I have, and they're like 30%. So that was nearly double this one is. So I use that because Tony is a muscular dog. I need the higher content meat. And meat protein, the proteins out of it. So that's what I feed him as a bulldog. He gets one of those tins a day, which is 800 grams. He also gets one of the rolls, which is, he gets half in the morning because he's still on breakfast. He can't do it out his breakfast, he's still on breakfast, and he gets that with a bit of dry food. And then he's on that tin and the other half of the roll for dinner. And he gets that about 7, maybe half 7. But you know when he's getting hungry because he comes in and starts barking at you. So that is what I got when I was out at the shop. So now I'm going to go out. I'm just about to do my list for Dunnes, and we're going to head up to Dunnes. I'm going to do a shop in Dunnes. And then when I come home, I'm going to video that, put that stuff away, alter my curtains for the double doors over there. I need to take them up. And then cook dinner. And then I'm done. Checking out for the day then. Well, I mean, it'll probably be 9 o'clock. But yeah, so... Right, gotta go make a list for Dunnes. Alright guys, just in the door from Dunnes. Had to put the frozen stuff away. I'll take it out at the end because, you know me, got yakking. So my frozen food was nearly liquid by the time I got home. So this is everything I got. So guys, just put away that food shop. And the last thing we have on our list is the curtains, so we're going to get that done. I actually want to alter these curtains. That's what I want to do. So basically what I want to do, they hang too low, so I got the hemming stuff a lot of you suggested. So basically what I'm going to do is I am literally going to just drop them down in half, and that'll just bring them up enough. They are just they're on the ground, but I just think they will fit better if they were a little bit shorter. And then I am going, well, Carol's going to help me. So this is the rod thing we took down. It's absolutely horrendous. It's at every angle but straight, like there's, yeah. So I've got a, sorry, let's put that back up. Don't want that to fall. Dear God. So what I have got is this curtain pole. It's an adjustable one which comes out. So I'm going to take this bit off, and I'm literally, if you can see the clips up there, it'll go wall to wall. There's one on that side as well. And we will hang our curtains on there. The outside of my glass needs wiping down because the lady next door, you'll see scaffolding there, was getting work done on her house. And all the dust and stuff blew over, but isn't that a lovely sunset there? Oh, it's chilly out though, mind, but gorgeous sunset this evening. Alright guys, so I altered the curtains, and as you see, we put up the black pole there, and I shortened the curtain hoop, which is this thing here, to half the size. And I think it just makes a big difference, because when it was down, it was sort of, the sun was coming in through all the gaps. But now for winter, close that over of an evening, lovely, done, job's a good one. So, and then this is the way my curtains are looking over here when they're closed. So just cozy it down. I didn't close them fully because I was rushing to pull them when I went to do this. So yeah, we're getting there, lads. It's the start, it's the beginning. So happy out. I'm happy. I'm actually chuffed with them, and I'm chuffed with them. I think it just cozies everything down now for the winter. Right guys, I'm going to end the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, the couple of days off away from social media, just listening to my podcasts and reading my book, has just sort of refocused me. I'm refocused. So I'm going to, hopefully each week now, we can start making our way through the rooms and the house, and we get organised. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you in my next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.